everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Andrea and I'm here with my first update for the 2023 round of Beauty A to Z. This is a Fantastic Ladies group collab that was created by Jessica Lee. You take the alphabet, whatever alphabet you want, I'm using the English alphabet because I speak English, and you tie a product to every letter. For the harder letters like Q, Z, X, as long as it's somewhere in the word, that usually is okay. I am doing it a little bit differently this year. Last year I did all eyeshadows, trying to hit pan on 26, well, because I'm me, 27 eyeshadows. I don't know what I was thinking. That's not something I can do. So this year I wasn't going to do it. Then everybody else was doing it. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. So I decided I was going to bring in just beauty products like skincare, hair care, body care, things like that. But then Jalen's like, I'm doing 26 beauty and 26 makeup. You should do that too. I was like, I don't want to bring in 26 more makeup products, but I do want to use I want to use more of my eyeshadows this year. So I decided what I was going to do is I was going to bring in 26 singles, but my goal is only going to be to use them at least one time each. Some I might use more depending, but at least one time. And then depending on how long that takes me, I might, refresh my singles palette, so I'm just getting more use out of more singles. But that's the plan for this year. So I am only going to update you on the things that I'm actually working on because there is no point in showing you something I have not used yet. I do have one empty, which is nice. And then I have used quite a few of my singles. I've used 8 of them in the past month, which doesn't seem like a lot, but when you consider how many eyeshadows I'm actually working on at any given point, that's pretty dang good in my opinion. So the first letter that I will talk to you about is for E, and I have this Elemis Superfood Glow Priming Moisturizer. It is a Kombucha Glow Moisturizer. This is a 60 ml or 2 fluid ounce moisturizer. It says it's apply AM. It's a glowy moisturizer. I wouldn't apply it at nighttime anyway, so I only use this in the morning, and I've got 14 uses on it so far. Because it was brand new when I brought it in, I didn't realize it, but I think this is a clear package. Like, this is the actual color of the moisturizer. And I see a little bit of windowing. Like, I don't know how well it'll show up. There's like a little air bubble right there. So I don't know if that's like actually where I'm at. This is kind of like one of those squeezy tips, so I can't like take it off and look inside the bottle to see. But I mean, it's a 2 fluid ounce moisturizer. I would anticipate it would take me a while. It seems very nice so far. Deb gave this to me quite a while ago, so I'm glad that I'm finally using it. So this is going to be in for a couple months at the least. But I mean, it will obviously get used up this year because while I don't use a lot of it, I mean, it's not like a huge mamma jamma, so it'll get done. Next, I mean, this is not super exciting, but I have a Fekkai Brilliant Gloss shampoo. I've used this 5 times and I am, let's see, I'm right about where the E is on the bottle. I don't use this every single time I wash my hair because I have another shampoo that was already open, so I just like bounce between the two, but I've got 5 uses on this. Given the 5 uses and how much I actually use, this is, unless I really focus on it, it's going to take a couple months. And this is only the first update. I'm not worried about like getting through these as quickly as possible. It's whenever I use them up, and I think that will be another couple months. Next, for the letter H, I have my Herbivore Prism Exfoliating Glow Serum. I got this in my lucky bag, not this past year, but the year before. I didn't get a lucky bag this year, but so I had already, when I brought it in, I was already at this line. So I just want to finish this up because I've heard that because this is made with more like natural ingredients, they tend to go bad a little bit faster. And I've already had this for over a year, so I really wanted to put it in a project to make sure I'm using it. I've got 11 uses on it. I don't use this every night, and depending on whether I've already like used like a physical exfoliator or if I'm using one of the other products that's in this project that I'll be talking about later on, I don't use this every single night. So I've got 11 uses on it, but I went down that much. So again, this is still going to take me several months, but it is something that I will get finished. Now for my one empty, I have this Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. I used this when I was using this. I was using it as my daily moisturizer. I was using it as my first morning moisturizer, and then I used it with my number 7 that's in my Day of the Dead project until that was done, and then I used it in conjunction with the Elemis, and then once this was done, now I'm just using the Elemis. So that's why I probably got a little more uses out of it than if I had just been using it by itself, because I wasn't using as much since I was using it in conjunction with another moisturizer. But I got 24 uses out of this little bottle. And that is my one and only empty for this month, but I'm glad to have even one empty. So that one, the letter K, is finished. Next, this is a product that did have use on it when I brought it in already. It was about halfway empty, I think. This is my Not Your Mother's Naturals Scalp Scrub for the letter N. And I've used it 3 times, and this is where we're at. I didn't take photos. I didn't take weights. So, sorry, but you all know I don't do that stuff. So this, I don't use this. I use this maybe once a week. And this is going to take a long time. Like, it's going to take a long time. I'll get it done this year, but it's going to take a long time. Next, another one I did not mark because it's an oil and it's in my shower, and I just didn't see the point because it'll wash away. This is for the letter Q. This is my LJ Essentials Queen Bath and Body Oil. I had use on this already before. I had 13 uses on it from Nightmare on Panning Street. And I've used it 4 more times, so I don't know where I was, but I'm about here now. This is going to take a while. I need to use it more. But I mainly use this after I shave, and it's winter, so I haven't been shaving that much. So in the summer, I think I'll get more use on it in like the warmer months. Every once in a while I use it now, but not very often. Next, for R, I have my Andalou Naturals 1000 Roses Soothing Squalane Oil. This was brand new when I brought it in. I've got 26 uses on it. This is lovely. I have not used a facial oil in such a long time. I used to use the Julep Rosehip seed oil like a couple years ago because I haven't bought from Julep in years. And I really enjoyed it. And then once that whole company kind of went, I stopped looking for oils. And then because I really love Andalou Naturals, I found this at TJ Maxx, and I'm like, you know what, I'll give it a try. It is really, really nice. It's not a super heavy oil, and it's just got the lightest scent, but it's a really nice scent, and I'm really enjoying this. So of course it's an oil. I use maybe like 3 drops, and I only use it in the morning. So it's gonna take the better part of a year probably to finish this up, but I'm not mad at that because this is really nice. Then the other oil I have is this little sample of the Sunday Riley Luna Sleeping Night Oil. So I know, as an aside, I know I haven't done anything with comments in a long time, but I still see them all, like when they pop up on my notifications. So I know that Misty, because I do have, this is a retinol-based oil, and I have a plant-based retinol that I haven't used yet, and I have a bunch of exfoliators in here, and Misty made the comment, just be careful about pairing retinols and exfoliators together. So I've only got 5 uses on this because I only use it, one, I do not use it on nights when I exfoliate, and I do not use these two together. So I'll use my regular toner and then this and then my serum and moisturizer if I use this, but it will, if I've used an exfoliating mask or anything, I won't use this. So I'm being very careful about when I use it, but I know Valerie really likes this, and I think it's really nice. I purposely have not looked to see what a full size of this costs because it's Sunday Riley. I know it's expensive, but it's really nice, and I use about 3 drops for this as well. So after 5 uses, I'm down to here. So this will take me a while. Like this little itty bitty thing, especially because I don't, like I said, I've only used it 5 times in the past month. I don't use it super, super often, but when I do, like my skin feels so soft the next day. So I'm really enjoying it. But this is still going to take me a while. Just this little itty bitty thing. How much is even in here? 5 mils. That's okay. We're working on it. Then for you, I have my Urban Hydration Olive and Rosehip Cleansing Oil. I've only used this 4 times because I was still working on, when I started this project, I was still, I believe, working on my IT cleansing balm, and I also have like a mini of the Tatcha cleansing balm or cleansing oil that I switch between that one and this one just because I want to use that one up, but honestly this one is better than the Tatcha one. Like it is really nice, and it's got the rose hip seed oil in it, which is really good for your skin. And it's weird because it has like almost like a fruit punchy type of scent to it. Like it's not bad. It's just when you hear olive and rose hip, that's not the scent that I think of, but it smells good. I think it does a really good job of taking off makeup and like wiping away easily, and I don't know. I'm really enjoying this. So once I'm using this every single day, it'll obviously go by faster, but I've only gotten 4 uses on it for right now. Then for W, I have my Peach and Lily Wild Dew Treatment Essence. I use this every day in the morning only because I use enough stuff at night. I don't need this in the morning, but it gives me a little extra hydration during the day. I've used this 26 times and I'm down to here, so you can see this is going to take me a long time, which is okay. This thing is $39, I think, for a bottle, and I love it. It's so good. I've had essences that just basically feel like you're putting water on your face. This feels like it's got a little something extra to it that, like, I don't know. I really don't know if it does anything, but it feels nice going on and I like it. So I'm going to continue to purchase it. But yeah, this is going to be in for a while. I guess I can mark the bottle. I don't know. I mean, it's an essence. It's not, I mean, there. So we've got our mark. You know what? I actually skipped a letter. I skipped a V because I've been using it, but I haven't marked it. I don't know why. I've only used it twice, but this is my Urban Veda Purifying Exfoliating Facial Polish. It's a 20 ml thing. I mean, I don't know. I've used it twice. There's still plenty in here, so there's that one. Okay. Then for Y, I have the Bathing Garden Yeti Nog Shea Oil Whipped Soap. I have only 2 marked uses on here, but I feel like I may have used it 3, but I don't remember, so I'm going to go with the 2. But this is what it looks like. I do use this to shave because that's what Jaylon said she really likes this for. I have used it. That's why I think I've used it more than twice, because I haven't shaved that much. But I know I've used it as just a regular, like, on my, like, little loofah my little loofah washcloth. I know I've used it as just like a body soap body wash. So I think I have more than 2 uses, but that's what I've got marked, so that's what I'm going to keep. There's no scent notes on here, so I mean it's a wintry scent, but I guess with a name like Yeti Nog, I'm assuming some kind of eggnoggy scent and vanilla, but there's also a little bit of some kind of a fresh scent in there as well. I don't know. It smells really good. This is going to be sticking around for a while. And then the last thing that I'm working on, which again is going to be sticking around for a while, is for Z. This is my Hemp's White Peach Rosé and Peony. This is a travel size. I use this as a hand cream. This, I've used it 7 times, and I'm down to here. This smells so good. I think I mentioned it in the intro. A couple years ago for That's Expensive, I used the Selah Creme Rose body lotion. I use that for a hand cream mostly. And this smells super similar to that. It smells so delicious, and I really, really enjoy it. And it's a very nice very nice using it as a hand cream. I keep this in my purse, actually. So we've got 7 uses on that, and that's sticking around. Now for my singles. So this is what my palette looks like. Again, as I explained in the intro, what I did, I just went through my palettes and I was just looking at all the names of the shadows, and the first shadow I found that fit with a letter, I put it in here. So there's no rhyme or reason to these at all. It's just the first shadow that I found with that letter is what I put in. So like I said, I've used 8 of these shades so far. I think I may have only taken one photo of a look. I know I've taken at least one photo of one of the looks. I don't know if I took more. But the one photo I know I have is where I used this shade Bunny and then this shade Narwhal as part of the look. It was beautiful. Bunny is from Menagerie. Narwhal is from Clionadh. I'll just swatch the shades that I've actually used. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these out of the palette. So I used these two together in a look. Here, I'm just going to swatch them, and then I know I used the other day, I used Cryosphere from Clionadh and Panacea from Clionadh in a look. Like I had Panacea all over my lid, and then I used Cryosphere as my inner corner highlight, but I also brought it up onto my lid a little bit to overlap with the Panacea, and I liked how that turned out. Okay, now my hands are covered in eyeshadow. I guess I'll just put the other 4 on the other hand. And then I used, for another look, this is Snack from Menagerie, and this is Corey with a K from Divina. I used those 2 in another look. And those 2 shadows I've used twice because they're also in my look today. Like I said, I want to use each one at least one time, but if I use them more, that's fine because it went with what I was doing. And then today, oh my gosh, I'm covered in eyeshadow. Then today I'm using Ink Floyd from Menagerie. That's the color, like the hot corally orange color that's in my transition. And then I have Ritual from Divina. That's the purple that's on my outer lid. And then I have the like orangey gold that's on my inner lid is from my Colored Rain Botanical palette. But the transition between the two was like, it left a little something to be desired. So I tapped Corey over the middle to blend them a little bit again. So that's my second use on that one. And even though I'm wearing them, I'll swatch the shades for you. Wait, what did I just say I was wearing? Yeah. Ink Floyd and Ritual. So here's Bunny, Narwhal, Cryosphere, Panacea. Whatever. Then here is Corey, Snack, Ink Floyd, and Ritual. So I'm going to take these out of the palette so that, no, I don't think I will, because like I said, I could use them more than once, and I'm not marking on here when I've used it more than once. I just cross it out when I do use it, so it's not like I'm not going to know what shades I've used already. So, yeah. So that is my update for Beauty A to Z. I hope you enjoyed. I'm liking doing the more no pan left behind, one use kind of goals that I've been setting with my eyeshadows, because I've been using way more eyeshadows these past couple of months doing it that way than when I was just mainly setting hit pan goals, because I would hyper focus on things, and now I'm like actually using more of my collection. And every day, this is just an aside and I haven't gone back through my spreadsheet yet, but every day I also actually write down every single eyeshadow that I wear, and at some point I want to go into my spreadsheet and mark it so I can see exactly which eyeshadows I've yet to touch, so I know what I need to bring in as far as singles and palettes and things. That's not happening anytime soon, but it'll happen hopefully at some point. But anyway, as I said, that is it for my video today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're staying safe and sane and healthy, having a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.